came back, and that was the last. But she was in such a good mood, so happy at that time, and then it was all taken away from her.
What are you hoping for from the inquest?
There's questions over what the police knew, what our security services knew, even what the government knew. These are the questions that really we need to find out. We know most of the facts now, and I'm under no illusion whatsoever that we may not get everything. We may not be allowed to hear everything. But I think everybody should be accountable in this situation. We need to know if mistakes were made.
It took 23 minutes to get to Carrie. And why did it take 23 minutes? And I want honest answers to those questions. I don't want people now say to me, well, with all her injuries, there's no chance she would survive, which is what we're being told. I don't want to know that. I want to know if there was a chance for her to survive.
How are you viewing this time now that you're getting this time in court, the first public forum for all of this?
With relief that we're finally going to get, hopefully, the answers that we're entitled to.
I think the inquiry will bring an end to a certain chapter in our lives. It will not be the end. It will never be the end for us.
We can't have them back, but I don't want their deaths to be covered up because of security of this country. And I think if we get the answers to the questions that we've particularly raised, then we'll be happier going forward.
June Taylor there. Well, Kate Silverton will be here shortly with the 1 o'clock news. But first, let's catch up on the weather prospects. Nick Miller.
Hello. After a glorious end to the weekend, still plenty of sunshine around today, though temperatures not quite as high as they were yesterday, but still feeling pleasant enough if you're underneath the blue sky, and most of us are. There are some exceptions though. As we look at the cloud view yet again, eastern Scotland down through northeast England will keep a lot of low cloud and clearly won't feel as warm as it will where you're underneath that sunshine. So here's the picture then on through the afternoon. The cloud continues here, maybe the odd spot of drizzle, but nothing worse than that. Elsewhere though, it's blue sky that rules the day. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, clear across southeast England, but again here across southern counties there's quite a brisk easterly wind. It does temper the warmth, so the temperature not quite as high as it was yesterday and feeling a bit cooler still because of the strength of that wind. Still though, we have the sunshine across Wales, the Midlands, northwest England in the sunshine. The wind here is light. It does feel very pleasant. For Northern Ireland as well, you've lost most of that patchy mist and fog you had first thing. Most will be in the sunshine. Some sunshine too up the western side of Scotland, down the eastern side. A lot of this low cloud around, though the higher up you are, actually might be poking out into the sunshine with low cloud below you. Some of that low cloud has drifted through the central belt as well, and near this coast of northeast England we're going to hold on to that low grey cloud into the afternoon, and some of that drifts back further west again overnight. Just maybe some of us in the far south, but more especially sheltered western parts keep some clear spells, and some of us where you're under clear skies falling close to freezing, patchy mist and fog. Elsewhere though, around 6 or 7, maybe 8 degrees generally where you've got the cloud. Now, high pressure is in control of our weather at the moment. It's keeping it very quiet and settled. But as we go on through the week, it will introduce more cloud for us. And as cloud amounts go up this week, temperatures will start to go down a few degrees. Let's take it day by day. We'll look at Tuesday first of all. A lot of cloud to begin with, some clear skies to the west. And notice how some again will brighten up, especially across southern and western parts of the UK. But generally, especially to north and east, that cloud a bit more extensive than it is today. And the temperatures head down a few degrees. By Wednesday, well, there's not a great deal of sunshine left. There may still be pockets of blue sky to the west, maybe to western Wales, for example, but elsewhere a good deal of cloud, and again those temperatures down a few degrees, highs of 12 to 14.
The headline stories, the news review, the culture section, the celebrity mag, TV guide, the opinion pages, sporting legends, and the crossword. Wake up to Sunday mornings with the Andrew Marr Show. Sunday at 9 on BBC One.
The British aid worker killed in Afghanistan may have died as a result of a grenade mistakenly thrown by American troops sent to free her. In the past hour, David Cameron said he'd been phoned by America's top general in Kabul and told of what he called a distressing development.
Linda could have died as a result of a grenade detonated by the task force during the assault. However, this is not certain, and a full US-UK investigation will now be launched.
After a 5-year delay, the inquest's open into the deaths of 52 people killed in the July the 7th terror attacks on London. Getting tough on incapacity benefit, Burnley and Aberdeen are the first places in the country to introduce new fitness tests. The third, Queen Elizabeth, the latest in a famous fleet of ocean-going liners, is officially named by Her Majesty today.
And I'll be here with all the sport later in the hour as the first athlete tests positive at the Commonwealth Games. The 100-metre champion Damola Osayemi failed a test for a banned stimulant.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the BBC News at 1. The Prime Minister has said that the British aid worker Linda Norgrove may have been killed by a grenade mistakenly thrown by American troops sent to free her. Mr Cameron said that a joint British and American investigation is now being launched into the death of Ms Norgrove, who'd been seized by militants in Kunar province. He said it was deeply regrettable for the family that the information which had been given about her death was highly likely now to be incorrect. The Prime Minister's dramatic announcement came at a news conference in just the past hour. This is what he had to say.
As you know, Linda died late on Friday evening during an operation to rescue her from her kidnappers in northeastern Afghanistan. The decision to authorise a hostage rescue operation was taken after careful consideration by the Foreign Secretary in the proper way and with my full support. We were clear that Linda's life was in grave danger and the operation offered the best chance of saving her life. Linda's death is a tragedy for her family and those who worked alongside her in Afghanistan. She was a dedicated professional, doing a job she loved in a country she loved. Early this morning, General Petraeus, in command of all ISAF forces in Afghanistan, contacted my office to inform us that in the review of